Okay, so we're going to start this lesson looking at telling the time to the half hour using the hour hand and the minute hand. Now I'm recording this at recess, so you can hear a bit of screaming in the background maybe, but try just to listen to my voice. This is why don't bounce balls on the walkway between the classrooms. So we're looking at, here are some key words. So we're going to be looking at analog clocks. Analog just means, it's a bit like old school, not digital. So digital is like this. So you might have a digital wristwatch. Analog means that it looks like this, that it tells the hours, minutes, and sometimes the seconds, and it's shown by hands. So these long things are hands on the dial. The word half past means that 30 minutes have passed the hour, or it is halfway through the hour. So our hour is 60 minutes. Half of that equals 30 minutes. So that's why when we look at it, it's gone halfway around. The whole way around is a whole, and that's when we say o'clock. Halfway is half past. The parts of an analog clock. So there is a clock face. So you need to record this on your sheet. This is the clock face. There are numbers on the clock. They are called the hour numbers. Please write your hour numbers in. Okay, so you've written your hour numbers in. We start at 12 and we go all the way around to 12 again. The long hand on the clock is called the minute hand. Write that in. The short hand on the clock is called the hour hand. Write that in. So what is the same and what is different? You can see they both have numbers. They both have a face. They both have an hour hand. The difference with this one is that it's halfway. So this is half past. Whereas this one's pointing directly at the 7, so that would be an o'clock. So both clock faces show an hour hand, whereas this one shows half past, and this one shows o'clock. So what is the time? On your sheet, I'd like you to do this with me. You can see that here on the left, that we can read the time by using just the hour hand. You need to find these clocks on your sheet and record these times. Also include the markings that I'm making. So this is 10:30. We can see that it's 10:30 because it is halfway between the 10 and the 11. What is the time here? I'd like you to write it on your sheet. It is halfway past what number? Yes, it is halfway past 5. How do we draw the hour hands into half? Now, this is going to mean that you're going to have to do some work on this, so pay attention. The hour hand is the short hand on the clock. It is always moving. Even if it doesn't look like it is moving, it is always moving. It slowly moves around the clock, but you may not see it move. The hour hand, we use it to show half past. It'll be directly between the two numbers. So you can see here, it is directly between 8 and 9. So it is halfway past the 8. Here it is halfway past the 9. So that would be 9:30. So I'm going to draw the hour hand to show you half past. So we're looking at 1:30. We know it is 1:30 if we do this. Oops, let me try again. It is 1:30 because it is pointing halfway between the 12 and the 1. Go back to my red pen. So draw the hour hand with me on your clock to show 8:30. So do this with me. You can see that here is halfway between the 8:30. So we've got to go past the 8. So we're halfway past the 8. So our hour line or hour hand will point in the middle. That is what you should have. So we know it is 8:30 because our hour hand is pointing halfway between the 8 and the 9. Remember, it always has to be past the 8. Now it's your turn. You need to check and write this down. I know it is half past what number because the hour hand is pointing halfway between the something and the something. I'd like you to fill that in on your sheet. Now it is time for you to do your work. Collect the must-do sheet for half past. Do only the first instruction. So the first instruction is draw the hour hand. Here it is. Draw the hour hand, this part, on the time under the clock. So you've got to read the time and draw the hour hand. Don't put the minute hands in. That will be next lesson. So just do half and make sure it is glued in your book.